good? Who's good? Let's tap in. So, welcome to the infatuation. It's your boy Simba, and I definitely want to talk to. Um, I want to talk. I want to talk to very special individuals. Uh, a very popular topic. Popular group that's been highlighted these days, and I want to speak to the chosen ones. You know what I mean? And I want to speak on, something that's, even biblical, you know. Did y'all know, I'm just fine. I'm just really like kind of putting the pieces together, but uh, everything, that comes out of our mouth, we try to make it make sense and we try to have as much wisdom as possible. And they say that the wisest man that's ever lived, his name was King Solomon. You know what I mean? Now, did you know who King Solomon's dad was? King Solomon's dad was King David. King David was the guy who killed Goliath. So the richest man who ever lived, his dad was King David, who killed Goliath. Now, reading a little bit more into King David's story, because I heard about all of these stories, but I never pieced together. I'm like, dang, wait, that's your dad? Dang, that's pretty legit. You know what I'm saying? Like for the men out there, keep being outstanding masculine individuals, because your kids is gonna grow up to be something great. You live in your life, you got something in front of you that you need to accomplish, and when they all look back and when it's all said and done, you know your youngins are just gonna be a stepping stone to that. And his son ends up being the wisest man ever and the richest man ever, and he has 300 concubines and 700 wives. Now, I don't know about y'all, but he need to make it. He need to have a book on how to get women. Simple, plain, and period. You feel me? But that's why he's the wisest man possible. And even just to touch on a little bit on the wisdom that he accumulated. So many men today, they talk about so many men in the Bible, they had multiple wives and this, that, and the third. And this is facts. This is facts. King David, he had multiple wives. King Solomon, he had multiple wives. But what he was passing down to his son was stay away from the strange woman. Stay away from the godless woman. Because in King Solomon's story, actually, let's start off with King Goliath, King David, the one who killed Goliath, right? So when I'm reading his story and really just like tapping in a little bit more to his story, and um, David was a very important character. Um, there was so many tests, that required faith and things that looked impossible in front of him. And with his faith, he was given the strength to overcome these things because God was number one, and God was like, keep pushing, keep going. Like, I know what's inside of you. I am inside of you. So with who I am and what I got, you are going to succeed because I put this in front of you. I created you for this reason, but I'm going to need you to have enough faith in me, and especially in my instruction in you, so then you become what you were destined to be. But you have to have faith. And Jesus says it all the time in the Bible. When people are scared, like looking at him like, man, I don't know, man, I don't know. All these people look like they coming after us, man. Jesus like, yea, he said, what he used to say a lot. He said, yea, have little. He said, "Yea, have little faith." He was pretty much saying like, you haven't learned yet. Like you haven't learned who's guiding us. I'm listening. So who's guiding me? If you have a little bit of doubt, understand that I'm full in. I'm full in. So you just gonna have to have some faith, my boy. You know what I'm saying? And even to touch on with Jesus, when he was being threatened, when his whole group of disciples were being threatened and their lives were at stake, Jesus looked around, and I forgot the scripture. I'm gonna really need to tap into my Bible on everything. But Jesus looked around and he told his disciples. He says, "Don't worry about those who could hurt your flesh or kill you. Be worried and have fear for the one who could send you to hell." And I was like, damn. Because not even the devil could send you to hell. You know? And Jesus just judges your heart. And he knows what's in your mind. And he knows your intention. How to get the, proper wording, just so I could show you the level of faith that Jesus had. And this is when Matthew 10, I'm going to read out the passages. And it's on Matthew 10 where Jesus sends out the 12. And it starts off like, Jesus called his 12 disciples to him and gave them the authority to drive out impure spirits and to heal every disease and sickness. So Jesus got the power. And so he pretty much gave them the power and the authority to drive out the sickness and the impurities that were in people. And it continues and it says, these are the names of the 12 apostles. First, Simon, who is called Peter, and his brother Andrew. James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John. Philip and Bartholomew. Thomas and Matthew, the tax collector. James, son of Apollos, and Thaddeus. Simon and Zealot and Judas Iscariot. Who betrayed him. It's kind of funny his name was Iscariot. Like, it kind of sounds scary, you know what I mean? These 12 Jesus sent out with the following instructions. Do not go among the Gentiles or enter any town of the Samaritans. Go rather to the lost sheep of Israel. As you go, proclaim this message. The kingdom of heaven has come near. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received, freely give. Do not get any gold or silver or copper to take with you in your belts, no bag for the journey, or extra shirt or sandals or a staff, for the worker is worth his keep. Whatever town or village you enter, search for some worthy person and stay at their house until you leave. As you enter the home, give it your greeting. If the home is deserving, let your peace rest onto it. If it is not, let your peace return to you. If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, leave that home or town and shake the dust off your feet. Truly, I tell you, it will be more bearable for Sodom and Gomorrah on the day of judgment than for that town. I am sending you out like sheep amongst wolves. I know y'all heard this one before. Matthew 10:16. I am sending you out like sheep amongst wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. Be on your guard. You will be handed over to the local councils and be flogged in the synagogues. On my account, you will be brought before governors and kings as witnesses to them and to the Gentiles. But when you are arrested, but when but when they arrest you, do not worry about what to say or how to say it. At that time, you will be given what to say, for it will not be you speaking, but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. Brother will betray brother to death. Let me start over that real quick. Matthew 10:21. Brother will betray brother to death, and a father his child. Children will rebel against their parents and have them put to death. You will be hated by everyone because of me, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. When you are persecuted in one place, flee to another. Truly I tell you, you will not finish going through the towns of Israel before the Son of Man comes. The student is not above the master. Oh, hold on. Matthew 10:24. The student is not above the teacher, nor a servant above his master. It is enough for students to be like their teachers. It is not okay. It is enough. It is enough for students to be like their teachers and servants like their masters. If the head of the house has been called Beelzebul, how much more the members of his household? So do not be afraid of them, for there is nothing concealed that you will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be known. What I tell you in the dark, speak in the daylight. What is whispered in your ear, proclaim from the rooftops. Do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Rather, be afraid of one who can destroy both soul and body in hell. That's what I was talking about. Oh, now see, this is bringing context. Here he is, but let me finish. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a penny? Yet not one of them will fall to the ground outside your Father's care. And even the very hairs on your head are all numbered. So don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Whoever acknowledges me before others, I will also acknowledge before my Father in heaven. But whoever disowns me before others But whoever disowns me before others, I will disown before my Father in hell. Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against his mother. No, for I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies will be the members of his own household. Anyone who loves their father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Whoever does not take their cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. Anyone who welcomes you welcomes me, and anyone who welcomes me welcomes one who sent me. Whoever welcomes a prophet as a prophet will receive a prophet's reward. And let's redo that. Whoever welcomes a prophet as a prophet will receive a prophet's reward. And whoever welcomes a righteous person as a righteous person will receive a righteous person's reward. And if anyone gives even a cup of cold water to one of these ones who is my disciple, truly I tell you, that person will certainly not lose their reward. So I need y'all to really like peep the level of of strength, of belief, of faith. Cause he's telling people like, listen, anywhere you go, before the governors, when they arrest you, when they make you a spectacle, do not be afraid. And don't worry about what to say. I know you guys are trying to think of, all right, if I get in this situation, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Said, don't worry about that. When the time comes, everything will come to you. It will not be your brain. I know you think you're smart, but it will not be your brain that's going to answer these questions. It's going to be God speaking through you. Because, man, like it just gets so it just gets so wild, man, because he's really like telling them like there's nothing to worry about. He says, do not worry about those who can kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Worry about who can kill the body and soul in hell.